Everybody, sorry about the delay. My dogs were barking. I was waiting for them to be done. Carrying on. Happy Saturday. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm Jack, UI UX designer, illustrator, animator, donut connoisseur. Yes, it's fall time again. I've got the fall graphics up. Next week is the first weekend. Next weekend is the first weekend in October. It kind of falls on a Saturday, Sunday, 30th and then the 1st, so we'll have to figure that out. But what that means is we're starting our next big fall October project. Something haunted, something spooky. We do that for the full month. I dress up for the full month. It's a lot of fun. I bought a new accessory today for the year. You know what I was kind of annoyed with, not to get off track, but we were there, and last year, the year before, I had a terrible time finding an astronaut helmet, and they had them like in stock and in different colors. It was so, I was like, really? It was so hard to find a good looking astronaut. I guess it's cool to be an astronaut for Halloween again, so. Nick's saying Jacktober, yeah, Jacktober. Anyways, welcome in everybody. We're gonna be just having some fun today, drawing some fall things. I thought it would be nice to just kind of get in the season, the spirit of the season, even though it's still hot here. It's very hot today. But, and discuss, brainstorm. I'll take some notes off to the side as I work about what we can work on for the month-long project. We've already had some discussion in past streams, but I also want to say hi to everybody before I forget in the chat. Stian's here, Nick's here, Corey's here, Bliss is here. Bliss is on mobile until until she gets her PC. What happened with your PC? I hope everything's okay, Bliss. And Bliss is saying the first weekend of spooky season. Yeah, next week. So we'll have to figure out what we do for that. Yeah, it's 70 degrees here. It's not chilly. The leaves are still very green and not at all changing. So, but that's okay. We're gonna roll with it. Nick's saying I suddenly crave cider. We actually bought some apple cider at the grocery store today. There's a specific brand that I like. It's Ohio, and so there's a lot of options to choose from when it comes to apple cider. And everybody has strong opinions about apple cider. Maybe we'll do like a little apple thing today. Anyways, I like Haze apple cider because I don't like cider that's got a lot of other stuff in it. I know that's controversial maybe, but I like my cider to be unadulterated. I don't like the cinnamon, the nutmeg, the clove. I don't like all that to be added to the cider. If you want to add that, so like, I like it to just be the cider, right? And then when you want to add the stuff, you can add the stuff, right? But like, I don't like it when it's in just like the cold cider. I don't like that. So there's another brand that does all the spices in the cider that everybody really likes, and it's not my favorite. So anyways, hot take on cider. Bliss is on mobile, not near my PC, about to fix dinner. It's rainy here today. Yeah, aren't you guys? Isn't the, I saw a couple posts from people in New York about, like, there's a hurricane headed your way, or, like, coming up the coast there. So I hope you're all prepared for that, Bliss. Corey's saying, along with the spicy water. What is the spicy water? Alcohol? Oh, gotcha. I was like, I've never heard it called that before. Like, do you mean like, I thought you meant like sparkling water. I was like, who's putting sparkling water in their cider? Although maybe it's good, I don't know. Stian says I usually only drink apple cider in the summer. Oh, well, see, Stian, here, I don't know how it is, like, globally. I'm not good with, like, growing seasons in general. But I know that, like, it actually doesn't make a lot of sense in the US now that I think about it either. Because apples are actually technically in season in, like, December here. Like, November, December. So they have a very late season. But... So, I don't know why we do that either. To be honest with you. That would be sparkling cider. Oh yeah, that is a thing. Yeah. Apples are in season where Stiana is now. Yeah, that makes sense. And then Corey's mentioning that that he picked up spicy water from Black Forager. Yeah, if you guys don't follow Black Forager on Instagram, be sure to check them out. Check out Corey too while we're at it. Check out all the stuff from the mods. I'm just gonna do all of my talking now, apparently. Hello, Peter. I've got a bunch of links in the chat to Corey's Crock of Time Discord website. Corey, I don't know if I have your Instagram, so if you want to throw it in the chat, you are a mod, so you can do that. Corey just posted a miso video, but all this is interconnected, I promise, because Black Forager also is an Ohioan, and I think she's in southern Ohio, like Columbus. But she just posted a miso video too. So lots of miso videos going up. It's the season of, I guess, the end of the like harvest season here in was it the start of the harvest season? It's the end of the planting season, the season of growing things outside here in Ohio. So lots of people are doing stuff with food preservation as we get into September, October, November. So be sure to follow Corey's stuff, follow Black Forager, and Miso Day was September 18th. Yes. Stan said, I guess maybe it's sparkling cider I drink. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I totally forgot that was the thing. Like, they do, like, sparkling grape juice and stuff. So that, I guess that's not as weird as I thought it was. When I guess it depends on the context. When you say sparkling cider, that makes sense. Peter's asking what Crock of Time is. I think Corey can probably give a good description. Maybe in the chat, or just, you know. Huh? You just shouted. You just shouted at me. I don't know if anybody heard that. I have headphones on, so I literally have no idea what you just said. But it's a food and fermentation community. It's sort of, Corey uses the site to kind of document the projects that he's working on, and, you know, other people that are into, like, the whole, when I say fermentation, that's, like, the miso, the soy sauce, you know, things like pickles, sauerkraut, you know, all that stuff. So I hope I did a good summary there. Yay! I'm getting thumbs up. We got Nick's. I don't know if Nick's. Oh yeah, Nick was. Nick is the reason we're talking about cider. Nick is Fragnum Opus. Nick's music stuff down there in the band. They've got a Bandcamp link. If any of the mods ever need me to update their links, just let me know. Bliss and Odari are both streamers here on Behance. Yeah, I've got the links to their Behance listed in the description as well. So there we go. Sion says, if it's cider I'm having, they sell a great passion fruit cider in the store. Ooh, I don't think I've ever had passion fruit cider. Passion fruit, taste like the taste of passion fruit. It's pretty good. Texturally, it's not my jam. So, Sion serving apple dessert wine in my wine club on Thursday. That sounds good. That sounds really good, Sion. Alright, let's get into it. Let's get over to my screen so you're not just staring at my face this entire time. So anyways, Peter's never had a hard cider. Oh, Peter. There is. Now I'm gonna go on another tangent, but I'm gonna actually start drawing. I'm gonna start with a little, maybe we'll do like a little apple thing. Let me look up, like, I need like to visually see an apple. So I'm just gonna do a Google search for apple. I'm probably gonna get the computer company, software company, but that's okay. Anyways, the story I was gonna start telling you is that there's a place here in town called the Griffin Cider House. If you've never had hard cider, the proprietor of the Griffin, Richard, is from the UK, and Richard makes cider from the UK tradition, UK style, which is very, very good. It's not super sweet cider. I don't know how I would describe it. It's a little bit like a sour kind of, I don't know if you've never had that style of cider. I think they call it a scrumpy cider, or like I think sometimes it might be marketed as like a farmhouse style cider, but it's really good. So I would highly recommend, if you get a chance to try cider made in that like style that they make it in the UK. I think at one point Richard was actually bringing apples over from the UK as well. I highly recommend it. So, anyways, I was gonna start making some little apples or something. So we went to the Halloween store, and I have been, and I don't know if this is like a thing, just for this, it seems like this year's kind of like jam. By the way, the contextual bar is now in Illustrator. Lots of pastels. I saw they have like this whole rack of like Halloween stuff that was like pastels. And so I'm just gonna like pull some colors here I want to play with. And let's see where we go from there. I'm gonna do like some apples. Maybe we'll do like we'll see where it goes. Maybe we'll do like a little pattern to get us started. I saw, if anybody caught Adobe Live, there was a really fun pattern stream with Jess Miller that I moderated, and she did like some fun little patterns using like some she was doing like little pumpkins and stuff. I don't know that I want to do pumpkins, but I'm trying to get like a nice apple-y color to get started with, maybe. Oh, and I just dragged the chat window out on me. You kept locking objects. This is John saying, I kept locking objects because I accidentally clicked the contextual bar, and I spent 10 minutes just like, why won't this object move? Oh, yeah. I think there's a way to, you can hide it. It would be nice, I think I might be wrong, but I feel like yes, you pinned it. There's a way to pin it. And don't ask me how to do that right now. I'm just gonna leave it over there. Maybe if you just move it. Okay, all you gotta do is drag it out of the way, I guess, and it moves it to the other position. Yeah, you can kind of like adjust. Oh, good. Corey's saying the microphone sounds good today. I actually really like the contextual bar, but I really like it in Illustrator on the iPad as well. And so, you know, I like it. I know that some people have stronger opinions about it than me, but... Alright, I'm just gonna put a couple more colors out here, maybe to keep going with. Anyways, I was at the store looking at some Halloween stuff, and all of these, like, pastel-y kind of colors I was really kind of digging. And I kind of want to, like, maybe do something like that. At least for this, like, to get started here today. Just feeling some inspiration when I saw that stuff in the Halloween store. And maybe let's do like a more of an orange color. The last one. Get a little orange in there. Like that. Okay. Alright, and then I'm gonna add these all. If you didn't know this, if you make a bunch of colors, you want to add them all at once to your swatches, you can just drag to select them all into the folder. And as long as you've got convert process to global, you'll get, you know, your tint swatches, your tint slider. So, Peter's a wino. Peter's asking if I finished the deck of cards thing. I'm not sure what that is. Do you remember what that is, Corey? You have to be a little bit more specific. If you're are you talking about the hairstyle stuff? We were working on some business cards for that last week or the week before. What was it? The week before I was out because I had surgery, so it would have been the prior. Those are done and off to the client. I'm waiting for them to get back to me on feedback. It's been kind of a weird week. I'm also like trying to coordinate with like print vendors, which has been I think I asked this the last time, but if anybody has a reliable source for I lost my train of thought. For coffee bag, like if anybody has any reliable sources or has done custom printed coffee bags, I'm having a terrible time finding somebody who will, like, first of all, answer my questions, but also just generally, I don't know what's going on. I'm having a hard time with getting a hold of vendors. I'm gonna use a grid. We're gonna do like a rectangular grid here to get started. A little checkerboard thing. Pattern maybe. Let's try it a little bit smaller. Sean saying, by the way, is there a good way to organize colors in a library? I have a palette with 4 main colors and 3 shades, and it's messy in a library. In a library? Gosh, I don't know. In that case, I would almost be tempted to to get your colors into Adobe Color and save them as color themes. I think this has come up a couple times, and I have not found. Let me just kind of let's demo this really quickly. I'm gonna get my grid set up so I don't forget. I'm gonna go back to 5 and 5 since I don't think I need that many. Well, let's go in between. Let's do like 7 and 7. I'm trying to get like the right number of squares that I want. Okay, I'm gonna double check this because this question came up before. Let's make a grid so we can see it. And I didn't have a good answer, and I still don't. And this is something that kind of frustrates me a little bit about libraries. Let's go into our Firefly Discord hangout. Right, this is a great way to kind of like keep your color palettes organized. In libraries, you can see that you get these like color themes. I haven't figured out a way to get a swatch library from Illustrator as a color theme, and it's very frustrating because you're right, when you import these all in, you import them all as individual swatches, and then you have like individual swatches, and then I've done things like where I've made like a folder and I've put the items inside of a folder inside, but I don't know any way to get like directly from Illustrator a color theme. But you can see here, I think you could go to, yeah, you would have to go to like Adobe Color and then re-add your color palette so that you could put it into your library as a color theme so that you would get it to look like this. And you can add these, if I select this one, you can add these as a group. Yeah, add selected swatches and color groups to my current, oh no, that's not it. There's a way to get them in here. Maybe just drag them in? Oh, add theme to swatches, yeah. I just wish you could get the themes from Illustrator, but yeah, I can't really do that, so. My workaround for the time being is to bring them in. If you want color themes, you have to do it on the website, on Adobe Color. That's the only way I know to get color themes into a library. I don't know how to do it from Illustrator. I've struggled with that. So let's go up to our window. Let's go to, where is my Pathfinder? Now it's open. There it is. I'm gonna do a divide. The reason I do that is that's gonna give me individual squares, because I want individual squares for this instead. So let's select all of this. Let's grab our pink maybe. Let's do like every other here. Ooh. Okay, I don't want an uneven number. That's gonna look weird, I think. Or do I? It doesn't matter. I don't know. Let's go 8 and 8. And then I can kind of decide what I want to do. Do a swatch color. You know that doesn't really answer your question. Just to say that I also don't have an answer. But so yeah, let me know what sort of things we should work on for the fall project. And then I'm gonna adjust this down a little bit. Let's see. 19 slider. Maybe. Alright, and then we'll do like I should like leave a space here. Let's see. What's going on? What is happening? There we go. And then we'll do like a little apple in the center. Maybe. Start with a square as well for this. This is too slow. Let's use free transform. Just narrow this right up. bottom part needs to be narrower still. Let's see, I'm gonna try. That's not gonna work. Annoying. Alright, I'm just gonna pull this out a little bit. That's worse. Apple. I'm not digging this color. I like that better, I think. What's up? No, okay. It's weird to have the desks are now rearranged up here. I don't think I mentioned this, that we have like a different setup upstairs now in my office where I stream from, and Corey also exists. We can try some other color palettes too, because I'm not in love with this color palette. Anyways, oh yeah, and now like he's like facing me, and so it's kind of weird. Yeah, you're staring at me. It's kind of awkward. We'll see. I don't know how I feel about that. That's something I wanted to do. Actually, let's just change the whole thing to a different color. You can get some cubic walls. I don't know. Let's do like a little thing. Did I mention that I need ideas for the thing? Did I mention that already? I don't remember. If I didn't, don't forget that I'm looking for suggestions for this year's fall thing. Fall project. October project. Last year we did the haunted pantry. The year before that we did the haunted library, and then the year before that we did the cabin. And so if anybody has any suggestions about what our theme should be. I think I had thrown out space at one point, sci-fi type of a thing. I'll make some notes in a minute. I'm just getting established here. I'm gonna do like a bite mark out of this apple. I'm just gonna use this color to see what it looks like for now. I don't love it, but let's see, which side should we have it come out of? Should we put it at the top? Maybe. Thoughts? Let's take a look at the chat. I need to take some notes. I forgot about the space thing. Okay, hang on. We've got I know you can't read that. I'm sorry. I failed you. Mega giant. Okay. Probably gonna regret making it that large because it's gonna get hard to read. Or hard to fit. Space. Let's give this a title. Let's say October project. Ideas. Well, I put like space / sci-fi. There wasn't like a very specific thing I had in mind, and just thought it'd be an interesting topic. That one was my suggestion, so makes the space is very big. Yeah, I know, you guys. So literal. Hang on, let me check. Chat. Doesn't matter that it has nothing to do with Halloween. Just drop Marvin in space. What's up? Oh, you need to come and show Marvin off now. Okay. Here we go. Do you want me to change to full screen? We can switch. Oh, okay. No, no. Doesn't want to switch to full screen. Alright. Can you? I decide what I'm doing here. I don't think I like that. I'm just trying to get the positioning down on my little worm friend here. to think of another way to do this. Let's see. Let's see. I go to view my layers, wherever they are. Where are my layers? They're over here. They're over here. Let's see what happens when I expand this. Okay, that's okay. We might be able to make this work if I just round out the corners. These are gonna need to be rounder. So let me just select all these. Gonna need to do the same thing down here. Sometimes it's easier to do this with the lasso tool if you can't get it to work. We'll just do that. We'll group these separately. Okay, there's our little friend. Should these be? What color should these be? Black. I want this to have like that wide band on it, like an earthworm, but I need to make sure I know what that looks like before I do it. Alright, let's see. Kind of like here. Okay. Kind of looks like a little scarf on our little worm. Should the worm have a face? Kind of like it, like, I'm not gonna give it that facial expression. Corey, for the little shout out about if you're enjoying the stream. Like it and all of that. Subscribe. A little bit of a shiny highlight on our friend here. Top. Just the top, I think. Having a good time. Worm's having a good time. This is where I would use the lasso tool. That way I'm not accidentally selecting a ton of background and having to deselect it. And I do kind of want to move it in position now. That. Let's try like an alternate version. Let's see what this looks like actually as a pattern as well. I might want to make some decisions. So I'm going to go into pattern make. Okay, I'm going to I need to get rid of let's see. Come on. Oh, I deleted that. Alright. That's cute. Looks pretty good. I don't think any of these options are gonna... Oh, maybe a brick by column? I like a little variation. Let's hit done. We can always go back and edit that pattern swatch after we test it out. The thing is, I'm wondering if it's too many checker pattern checks. Let's see. I think I like brick by column better, and I do think I want to get rid of. Let's see. I'm just gonna skip. think this is like the minimum amount that I can have. And have it still work as a pattern. Because if I remove another set, then I have to figure out what to do with that side. So that's probably the best I can do on that pattern. Hey Frank! I guess I'll experiment with different colors. This is just kind of where I started. Anyways, my point in all of that is I'm wondering if we do a variation that has like, leave this over. Let's just make a copy of this artboard altogether. I don't know what to do. Let's go in here. How I would want to do this. this ever happens, you can just double click into your radial repeat and rotate. And it'll fix it. Hot tip. Dari's here. Welcome, Dari. We're working on this little. It turned into a little apple pattern that was inspired by the apple cider conversation that's happening at the beginning of the chat. But we're also trying to brainstorm what we're gonna do for the October project this year. So that's where we're at. I was trying to decide between these two variations. I feel like I need to look at the inside of an apple. Cut apple. Because I'm just kind of winging it. Okay, that looks pretty close. Actually. I think it's fine. I don't think it matters too much. How to slice apples. That's the results I got. So if you have any suggestions, so far we've got Space and Sci-Fi and Baba Yaga. So maybe it can be both. No, I'm not doing that. Let's not do that. I don't Okay. Yeah, Baba Yaga in space. I was hoping I was gonna get more than just like one thing done, like one little friendo design here done, but that's okay. Save this to my desktop as fall things. I also make this guy as a little pattern as well. Gotta delete out this bottom row, side row, behind. Oh, I messed everything up. Hang on. Row. Alright, well, you're just gonna be a pain today, aren't you? I feel like realistically, maybe if I was gonna do this, I would do like 2. I'll show you what I mean by that. We're also gonna change this back. Okay, well that was weird. Oh, this is gonna be a pain though with how I wanted to do this. With the offset. That's okay. Stiana says, I was gonna joke that you could do a Halloween plant poster. Well, if we do the Baba Yaga, there will be plenty of plants that will need to be incorporated into that. So we could totally go that route again. You know? Start over with new circles. That's me. Let's try that center part again. I think that's right. So it says, then I managed like a museum of horror plants. And I don't remember the correct word. Like a ooh, that would be a good one too. Like a haunted, what's the word I'm looking for? Botanical garden. You know what I mean? Like a botanical garden. I'm gonna write that one down. Like one of those, kind of like one of those garden of poisonous plants or whatever. What do they call those? Is it just garden of poisonous plants? Corey saying you could just do Halloween streams year round. I know. They're the things that get me the most excited, to be honest. I love the Halloween streams. I could do this one as a pattern as well. I just wish I could get like, let's see, let's go to our pattern editing mode. Then need to like lift this up enough to have it be all centered. See if we can make it happen. I'd have to copy this one too. Okay, hang on. Okay, hold on. Let's undo all of that. And I'm gonna say, oh, this is so hard. Okay. I have to think about this. The dimensions on this. I get it? I think I got it. Some tricky... Oh no, I'm missing. I'm off one part of this is off. Where in the world? What has happened? I broke pattern editing mode. Somehow. Oh my god, my brain. My brain! I can't tell what's happening anymore. Oh, it's here. Is it here? No. Where is it getting... Where's this happening? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I need to exit out of this mode because it's making me crazy. Make a copy. Okay. Let's paste this. These are all look fine. Where is it getting doubled up? I'm so confused. Okay, let's just work from this view. If we go from here. To here. I tried to make too complicated of a pattern. Is really the issue. Okay, I think I just had it off by a little bit. Now I have it. Yay! Thank you. I appreciate you. Okay, now let's see. This should tile nicely. Yes, look at that. It's so fun. We tried different color combinations. I would like to try different color combinations. Let me save. The guy is laughing at the clap, I assume. The clapping. I can't believe it has been nearly 2 hours already. Amazing. Alright. I'm gonna make this a new group. Oh, I can't. Okay. Let's duplicate this pattern. So we're gonna start with... We're gonna name some of these. This one we're gonna say orange apple. We'll say this one is... Oh, this is the one that was broken. We don't want to save this. Orange to apples. Okay. I'm doing this so I can make a copy. Of all of these. And try some different color combinations. Start with this one. I'm gonna start probably with my color palette. And then if anybody wants to see something done with generatively colored, just shout out some ideas. We're gonna use our color group. I would like to find these. There we go. That's what I wanted. No, let's reset. I don't want to see it against a dark background. Let's change. Let's just do this our way. Select same. Fill color. No. Select same appearance. Okay, I'm gonna make this all dark. And then we're gonna go in here. Let's do. Maybe. Let me think. I don't want to do this. What colors? Welcome, Umacorn! Umacorn says, so late. No worries. Let's do a green. Let's make this apple like a green apple. I like that idea. What color do I want to make this stuff? Purple? I like the red. Oh, sage. My dog's snoring. I don't know if you can hear that. I do like. I don't know how I feel about that chapter. What's this interesting checkerboard? Well, we're just kind of playing with, some fall stuff. Somebody, Nick had mentioned apple cider at the beginning of the stream, so I went with like an apple, apple pattern. I was gonna draw some fall stuff. The plan for today was to come up with some ideas for the October stream. And while doing so, I was gonna, I've just been kind of I've been getting in the spirit by, like, drawing some fall stuff. As you do. experimenting with different little pattern variations from this little worm using this apple. That's all. Different color combinations. Oh, that's fun. Odar said, Odar didn't stream today. Took the family to a haunted garage sale. That sounds like something I would like. Now, green apple. Say green apple variation. And then we'll go in here, and this was the tricky pattern. So, green 2 apple combination. Where'd my second set of things go? Oh well, we can fix that. Go. Nurala, welcome to the stream. There we go. Oh gosh, and this disappeared. So strange. Let's just actually recopy all of this, make sure we've got it all. And we'll make sure we go back into this pattern and make sure it's in here. I don't know what happened there. We want to make sure we've got that in there. Today with this. This is going to be all red. Alright, so I got 2 color variations on this. Pattern swatches. feel like these would be better large. Let's go to scale patterns. I think they look better, bigger. Here we go. Some apples. Gonna do save. Muhammad's asking, what are you preparing this for? This is just for some fun. I might throw this up as a subscriber project, a little perk for subscribers, a little pattern. We were doing a little bit of brainstorming. Every year on my live streams for the past, this is the 4th year. Is this really the 4th year? This is the 4th. This will be the 4th year that we've done this October project. So every October, the full month of October, I dress up for every live stream in a costume. Some are more elaborate than others. And the entire month we work on a single project that is Halloween themed, let's just say. It's usually haunted. The first year we did a haunted cabin with the owl. I can actually just pull these up so you can see. Let me pull them up on my Behance. We only got about 20 minutes left, so I want to make sure that I'll get a chance to see what I'm talking about. Also, I also must have had my notification shut off. Genrev and Studio Haru, thank you so much for the follows. I'm gonna pull up my Behance really quickly so you can see the baseball. Oh, and user123, thank you so much on YouTube saying cute apple. Appreciate you. Alright, so here's my Behance, and I'm gonna pull up the. I have to hit publish on the project from last year. I have everything set up with downloads for subscribers. I just haven't gotten it pushed yet because it was out with surgery. So this was the Haunted Library. I did some little spooky textures, brushes, texture illustrated brushes, and then if we keep going down, eventually somewhere we'll find the cabin. There we go. Alright, so here's the Maple Lodge. This was the first Halloween stream that we did. This was an animated SVG. Marble Vowel. And then we've got the Haunted Library, where things started to get really elaborate. This was also animated, if I remember correctly. Yeah. And then we also did a haunted pantry last year, like food. It had like crazy spooky food, and like it was isometric perspective. It was quite elaborate, so that one's also gonna get pushed. But this year I'm rolling it back and I want to do something a little bit simpler, so that we can actually wrap it up in so I can finish it before Christmas. Anyways, so this year I'm gonna start on this project next week, because next week will be the first week of October. Next weekend, Sunday, is October 1st, so next weekend we'll start working on some of the spooky stuff. And the ideas so far are Baba Yaga, space or sci-fi, and then we've got a haunted botanical garden. So let me know what your thoughts are, if you have any suggestions on something you want to see me work on for this year. And as always, it'll be a collaborative stream, so whatever kind of theme we start with, the chat will be invited to kind of add suggestions and ideas, and they'll kind of like grow. I don't know if I'll be able to. I don't think I can pull up the haunted pantry. It's such a huge file. Honestly, that file was enormous because it was 3D in Illustrator that we started with. It was very elaborate. So it's gonna start next week. I'll be in costume every week. It's gonna be a good time. Come hang out. But basically, Muhammad, to get back to your question, I wanted to just kind of get in the spirit of things and start drawing out some little fall illustrations. We ended up just doing this little apple one today and making this little pattern. Was hoping I could do a couple more. I don't know that we're gonna have time since it's already 5:45. I can but what we can do maybe for the past couple of minutes is we can explore some different color options. Let's scale this back. I'm wondering if I could just do these on the patterns. themselves. We might just do that. This recolor art, let's see. Gonna let me recolor this. Maybe. Oh yes, it will. But I think it's actually editing my pattern. Is it? Let's double check. Yeah, it's actually editing my pattern swatch. So what I'm gonna do... Oh, it made a copy. Okay, that's cool. Alright, we're gonna experiment with some different colors. So, we've got our base here. Now we can go to edit colors, recolor artwork, and this will be a good kind of like refresher on this panel for those that, I need to reset my workspace. Windows are everywhere. Okay, there we go. So if you ever worked with the recolor artwork panel, there's a couple things going on. This is kind of like the new variation of it, but you can get to a lot of the same options that you could in the previous iterations or the advanced options. If we go over here, this is what the panel used to look like. And then I'm going to close it because it's hard to keep this window open, unfortunately. But if you want to, just kind of a quick overview, you can specify a library. So if you wanted to just limit it to your document swatches, this is useful if you're working with like a specific brand and you just want to use those brand swatches. I can go down here and limit it to just what I've already got contained within this file. I can also limit it to a color group. So if you again had your colors as a color group, like we've got our little swatches down here, this will let me just kind of change colors within that existing color palette. So we just set this back to none. We can also specify how many colors we want to work with. If we wanted to limit it back down, we didn't only wanted this to be like one color or something like that, we could go ahead and adjust that. I'm gonna hit reset to get it back to normal. So we can limit our colors down in this way to fewer and fewer colors. You know, I think it's not editing that centerpiece here because I have that as a hang on. Alright, I'm gonna fix this real quick. So I need to expand this. Let me use my little... Where are you? Object, expand this, repeat, and then I'll do the same thing over here. I want to expand this, repeat. The repeat grid is the grid. All the repeat options are new, and so they don't. Recolor art doesn't play nicely with them. Hey, Sean, welcome. Sean, it is late for you. Late, Sean. We're just we've just been working on this little pattern, getting in the spirit of fall. Now we're experimenting with different colors. I'm gonna hop into the recolor panel. So we're gonna open this back up, and now we're gonna get back into it. So now, when I limit my colors down, this should go down to one color, and you can see that those are actually changing now. So if you just wanted to work with a monotone, kind of monochromatic type of a thing, you could do that. You can bring these all the way back up to our original. And then down here, there's a couple options here, and I'm not sure if everybody knows about all these, but you can change the brightness and saturation randomly. I don't really like this one because it can make things get like really like low contrast or poor contrast. So I like to keep the values of my illustration kind of the same. But I do like to use the color order option to kind of shuffle through different color combinations just kind of within the colors that I have kind of picked. And if you're not happy with the way this looks, we can just hit reset. But you can also adjust by grabbing these little points here and just kind of pulling them around to get different color combinations. So let's say we wanted to go with something a little bit more green. right? You can also adjust down here the brightness and saturation. So I can bring the colors, darkness down, or I can bring the saturation up to make it really saturated. So if we wanted to go with like a green apple kind of a look, let's say we're happy with this, I might also go into the advanced options. And from here, I know that my background is this lighter color currently. So if I wanted to go in here and adjust this, and let's say we want to go with like a dark purple kind of a thing, get a little like goosebumps vibe going. Something like that. I know its pink is actually being used. I don't think it is in this illustration, but I wanted to see all of that. But there you go. That's how I would go about kind of like adjusting the colors. Something like this. Sorry, I was responding to something. Love the worm, thanks! The other option, which some of you may or may not have experimented with, is to use the generative recolor options. So, if we kind of zoom in here, you can see that this is the one I started with. This is a variation based on the color palette that we had pulled originally. This is using the traditional recolor kind of tools. And then the last thing I'll kind of show before we sign off is the generative recolor stuff. So if I go in here, we can type a prompt in. So if we did want to get something kind of a little bit more, let's go like, wonder if it knows like vintage. Let's try like vintage Halloween and just see what we get. Sean loves a worm, thanks. Oh, and I broke it. That's what we get. It's a good thing that we saved. Of course, it opened up on my other screen. Woo. There we go. I'm just gonna do a save of this file as well. That way I can report the crash if it happens again. Alright, let's go up here and let's try a different prompt this time. We're gonna generate color. And let's choose something like, let's just see if it'll work with this pattern. It might be the pattern itself that's causing the issue. No, it looks like it's okay with the pattern, so we'll do a test. Wine stand party? Wait, did I miss some chat? We could use wine, might actually, mulled wine? Ooh, that might actually be a really good prompt for this. I love that idea. Let's scroll up. Yeah, Sean. Oh, Sean says late night for me, wine stand party. Oh, it is the pattern. How about that? Okay, I'm going to deal with the reporting that since I can reproduce it after this. I don't want to report it on stream because I want to write out the notes about what I was doing. Alright, let's open our file. And I'm going to, for the sake of time and demoing purposes, expand this. And that should give me the actual shapes to explore with. I was getting too ambitious in mulled wine. Trying to do it all in a pattern. I should have actually done generation in the pattern swatch rather than trying to do it outside. Or it could be the fact that there's that repeat or whatever. It doesn't like some object in there. Which is interesting. Alright, well we might have to not do something like that. Sean saying, living in the wine area, harvest is happening, and we have a wine stand down in the river block from our house on his birthday today. Nice! It is the final, we were talking about earlier, Sean, about how it's like the end of the season for like the growing season. Alright, I'm going to... What even? When did this one get made? I mean, I love it. I'm not gonna... Alright, little bonus there. Alright, let's duplicate this pattern. Thanks for that. You crashed, but you gave me a cool pattern, so can't be mad. Alright, let's select let's go in here. Let's go to edit colors. Let's select it first. I don't think I have anything funky going on anymore. Typically when you bring something into a pattern, it'll outline anything that it's going to struggle with, so it should be okay. I'll do edit colors. I'm only going to try this one more time, and if it doesn't work, then I'm going to have to troubleshoot it kind of on my own. We'll try mold line. Sean says, my landlord was running a wine stand this week. Wow, alright, well, it's not going to happen today. I'm going to have to do some troubleshooting on my own with this file and see if it's a me thing or I can try it on my other computer. What's going on? So, looks like something is crashing. So, we could try it on. You know what we can do? Let's move all these crazy patterns over here. Let's do a copy of this artboard here. And we can try it out on this. I do actually want to get it to work. This might actually help me troubleshoot if this is. Expand appearance. There we go. Trying the sample prompt. Okay, so it works on this. So it definitely is the fact that it's a pattern. That is the problem. So, spoiler alert, don't use patterns. Don't try to do this with pattern swatches. Do it with the actual artwork and then make your pattern. Alright, we're gonna go with mold line. So let's see what colors we get. A whole drab. Alright, let's try to influence it. Let's add... Come on. A color to this. I'm gonna go with like a burgundy color. And we'll try to influence it a little bit. Oh man, I just selected out. I hate when I do that. Let's try a different one. Let's try apple, cider, donuts. And generate. I have a feeling we're gonna get a lot of browns. Sadly. Let's try farmers market in fall. Meat season never ends. Makes sense. A season for everything. They're still a little dark. Let's maybe go the opposite direction. Let's do haunted house. Sean's saying apple wine is the big thing in Frankfurt. I'm still not having any real luck with the colors. I'm not getting anything I really like. Pumpkin patch? It's a little bit better. I don't know. There you go. There's different ways to color. I was hoping I could get another example that I kind of liked to keep for the using generative recolor, but it kept crashing for me. We could try mead. I don't think we're gonna get great results with that one. Lots of browns. Although we got an actual burgundy in that time, which I do like. What about spiced wine? Still not really getting. I'm still getting very dark or very light colors. I had another thought that wasn't spiced wine. Oh, let's do candy apples. Corey saying mead is like wine, many different varieties and fermentation methods. Because Stian is saying could be it was the cheapest brand and also called Viking mead is probably the best quality. It's Stian says I tried mead once because I figured I'm Norwegian. Of course, my Viking DNA is gonna like it. It tastes awful. Oh, sorry to hear that, Stian. Yeah, I really kind of like that pop of that bright yellow. I think that could be fun. I'm actually gonna keep this. And then I wonder if we go in and we do a recolor, selective recolor on this. Let's go in here. Let's go to our advanced options. I'm gonna keep. Like a olive green kind of thing. Kind of like that. It's giving like poison apple. Yeah, on my mom's side, I have my grandmother was Norwegian. Corey's talking about how he makes mead. I'm sure you can find that on the Crock of Time website. Yeah. No, not yet actually. Yeah. Corey's mead is very good. I do have to say. So, I've never. Stian, I'm not sure what the Viking mead you got was. Anyways, it's after 6:04, so I am gonna head out. I hope you had fun. We do have a small list of items. So if I have the energy and motivation, I will maybe put a poll up or something like that, but I'm kind of leaning towards. Here's the problem: I like all of these. And I don't want to if we're gonna do this every year, we don't want to run out of steam, right? So we could totally do a sci-fi thing. We could totally do Baba Yaga. We could totally do a botanical garden as separate, independent things. I like the idea of the Haunted Botanical. I like the idea of the Botanical Garden a lot. I also like the idea of the Baba Yaga. I like all of these a lot. I'm struggling. So, but I also don't want it to be a humongous undertaking that ends up sucking all of my will to live out. Because last year this took 2 months to do. 2 months to do? It took 2 months to do. So, I want to keep it a little bit simpler this year, which may mean saving some of these for a later project because I want to wrap this up in 1 month is the thing. That's what I'm trying to say. I want to do a project that we can do just in October and have it start and end and finished in October. And so what that means is that I might end up picking something that works for the month of October, with the understanding that we could still do projects around this outside of October because they may potentially take longer. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. So, anyways, let me know what you think about these 3. And so, like, what I mean by that is, like, if we could do like some kind of haunted space thing, right? But that doesn't mean we could continue like a sci-fi. We could do another kind of sci-fi project. It's not limited to, none of these are limited to just October. I'm just trying to come up with something for, and then Corey comes up with Santa in space. All right, with that, I am gonna head out. Let me go to. There we go. Thanks to everybody who followed me today. I think I did one big kind of shout out earlier on. It looks like I got one more follower here. Studio Haru. Thank you so much for the follow. And also thanks to our friend over on YouTube who said cute apple. Appreciate you. Nice to see some friends over on YouTube. And Sean saying, bye Jack, we may speak soon? Yes. You can always DM me if you need to, Sean. If you need to chat about something. Sean and I do the Discord events in the Firefly Discord Monday through Thursday. And so be sure to go check those out. Monday through Thursday, Eastern Daylight Time, which we're switching that over soon too, but not until, I think we're good for October. I don't think that happens until November. So, Eastern Daylight Time, whatever that translates to in your time zone, we do events in the Discord, basically just kind of like showing different workflows, having fun, playing some games. So, anyways, thank you all for hanging out with me today. Bliss says it's time for dinner. I hope you're having something good. Bliss is always eating something good. Scroll up. Thanks, Corey, for sharing. Like, RB, I don't even think I think I saw you hop in and didn't even get a chance to say hi. So, hi and bye. Let me go down the list here. Thank everybody. Bliss, Corey, Frank, Mohammed, Nick, Nurula, Odari, Peter, Peter, RB, Sean, Stian, and Umacorn. Be sure to go follow all of the streamers that we had in the chat. We had Sean, we had Umacorn, we had Bliss, we had Odari. All of those people stream on Behance as well, so be sure to go and follow them. Sean streams during the week. Umacorn and Bliss and Odari all stream on the weekends, making the Saturday draw tune lineup, I think is what Odari, you have to correct me to make sure that I'm saying it right. We make up the Saturday draw tune lineup. Saturday morning cartoons, essentially. So, anyways, I won't be here back tomorrow. I wanted to kind of ease into it. This is my first week back since surgery, and so I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. But we should be moving full steam ahead as we kind of round out the end of this year. Just had a little bit of a bumpy summer, honestly, with everything going on. So, but I appreciate you all hanging in there and always coming back to my streams, even when I've had a little bit of a hiatus. So, yeah, I think that's everything. Go check out the stuff from the mods as well. Like I mentioned, Bliss and Odari are both streamers on Behance, so I've got links to their Behance in the description, and then also I think we've mentioned Corey's Crock of Time several times throughout the stream. Anytime there's food involved, we mention Crock of Time. And then Nick, who's been in and out. Nick's got some music on Bandcamp if you want to check that out. I also want to give a shout out to Yoann Turpin. I haven't done that in a while. Yoann's music plays throughout the background of these streams. Yoann also wrote the intro and outro, as well as the seasonal variations of those intros and outros for my live streams. I have switched over to our spooky music next week. So, alright, thank you all. I'm gonna head out. I hope you have a great rest of your weekends, and I won't see you tomorrow. But if you want to come hang out with me and Sean on Monday through Thursday, I will be back Monday through Thursday in the Firefly Discord doing some live streams. So, that's gonna be it for today. I will talk to you all later. And let me know if you have any opinions on the October project ideas. If anything kind of comes to mind, you can just shoot me a message on any of the social platforms that I am on, or here on Behance or on Discord. Just let me know. Happy to add it to the list and take it into consideration, because we're going to start on that next week. So, alright, that's all from me. Bye, everyone!